Yes, and good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is one dark stream, so one of those understand. Me I do a lot of things at once. Now, when you see the title of this bill, breaking news: the Morant Bay Urban Center and the National School Bus scandal has gotten worse, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the afternoon to you guys. This is a no camera stream. Nora, big up yourself. One thing me know is in Nora Harris get all notification. That's what I'm sure about. Nora Harris is a certified supporter of this platform. She'll watch the video them. So YouTube has no choice but to send her the notification. Big up yourself, Nora. And thank you guys for hitting the like button coming in. Now, there's a few things we need to look at, and I have earmarked them to make things very, very easy for me. So here we go. The first bit of evidence in regards to the Morant Bay, no, not the Morant Bay, the school bus scandal. I was asking the question if it was in the budget. As a matter of fact, in a video I said, I don't remember it being in the budget. Right? But here's the evidence. They mentioned it in the budget. Listen carefully, ladies and gentlemen.
561, 6020. And there it is. Here is Danville Walker signature. Let me put it up. Keeper.
Here it is. I wish it was loaded.
Madam Speaker, starting September 2025, we will implement a dedicated school bus system for rural Jamaica to ensure equitable access, improved attendance, and enhance safety while easing financial burdens on families. This is part of the dividends for good government. This will be rolled out in phases. Phase 1 is already underway with the JUTC expanding services in Clarendon, Morant Bay, and Linstead, providing affordable transportation for students. We will add 12 additional 45-seater buses to the already existing fleet of 10 buses, giving the Montego Bay area a total of 22 buses. Phase 2 will see 100 fully refurbished buses deployed across parishes, with 60 buses in September 2025 for the start of the new school year, and another 40 buses by January 2026. Madam Speaker, these are school buses used in the American system. They will be refurbished. The doors will be placed on the correct side, the entrance doors. They will be governed. Look here. Madam Speaker, the buses will be refurbished. Just to repeat, the doors will be on the appropriate side for safety. And I think most importantly, the speed on these buses will be governed. Take it away on it. So they won't be able to drive.
Take it away. So now we have the understanding that these buses were budgeted in the 2025 budget. That is the evidence.
This is very important, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that we are in line with the right information. The buses were budgeted, all right? I did a whole video questioning that. So, we have the answer to that. I wasn't sure that it was because I was like, wait, I don't remember them doing that. You understand? So I wanted to make sure that we highlighted that. So let's continue. All right, we get the information. Good on the bad.
Buses were budgeted in the 2025 budget. That is the evidence that we just established. Now let us move on. As I said, I'm going to break down this in a chronological sequence, in a surgical approach tonight. Let us move on to Daryl Vaz and hear what Daryl Vaz has to say about this.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to establish that. Now, let's go to this. Let's go to this. Danville Walker. Remember we was asking about Danville Walker? Remember when I said, I wonder if he's going to say that he wasn't the one that signed the signature. Who remember? Who remember when I said that? Who remember when I said, I wonder if they're going to tell us that the documentation is fake? Want to know who remember, you know? Zane? Please don't tell me if you remember. Nora, you remember when I said that? When I was questioning whether or not the piece of documentation with Danville Walker requesting the waiver with his signature on there. You remember I asked if he's gonna say that somebody forged this signature or something to suggest that he doesn't know anything about it. You remember? Alright, good. But that's why I know say somebody I listen to me, you know, properly and clearly, you know. Now listen to this. Listen to this.
561 6020. And there it is. Here is Danville Walker signature. Let me put it up.
Listen to
Paper.
this.
Danville Walker signed off on this. Take this away, honey. Let me tell the people them know what Danville Walker now is saying. Yes, Jamaica people. Danville Walker is saying now. You know, things we get the information, Danville Walker, that you don't remember signing it. Danville Walker is also saying that probably, let me use the word probably, just to be careful, that someone forged his signature. Jamaica. Let's tell you what's going on. Danville Walker is backing down from this. Danville Walker said, shove it there. But Danville Walker now is claiming,
keep it in mind,
that somehow him not remember signing the document.
You hear that? Bangarang.
And him have to go try to confirm some things.
Bangarang.
So we see it say this sort of settings in a Bangarang.
May I tell you?
Where Danville Walker, you can't wash on out guys, you know. Danville Walker, you can't wash it. And let me tell you something, Danville. Let us use what you said, that you never signed the document here. You know what you are saying, Danville Walker, if you are saying that you never signed this document, you are saying that somebody forged your signature, and that would be Daryl Vaz. That would be coming from Daryl Vaz to forge your signature. I want to know, Danville Walker, is that what you are saying? We just ask the question.
What a bangarang.
If you say, I know you sign it. You understand? If you are saying that I know you sign, then I will sign. Do you see your signature, you know? So let me show your signature.
Hey.
And if I know you sign it, that means that Daryl Vaz forged your signature. And then, okay, if you sign, then you and Daryl Vaz no problem.
Lorraine Wagwan.
Because you sign off that there will be 110 new buses.
Like up alive, people. Like up alive.
That's what the signature is saying to Jamaica. It's saying to Jamaica, you know. Your signature here is saying to Jamaica that you signed on a document confirming 110 new buses. That is what the signature is bearing. But you are saying that you don't remember signing this document. Okay, let us move on. Jamaica, let me show you the evidence as it really a bang around we are going on now, you know. Jamaica people, why you listen to me now? Bang around we are going on. The reason for them now to cook up this document to say 110 new buses is to avoid, right, and to give waiver on the inspection so that no inspection can be done on them. Look at what they're going on, people. Let me show you. Bring up the next document. Jamaica Trade Board waiver of pre-shipment inspection requirement for school buses. Bangarang now, people. People make it going at the bangarang, going at the meter now. I hear so nice.
Mighty God.
As me say, I am doing a surgical thing, right? Doing a surgical thing to make you in a very chronological way so that the baby can understand the level of criminality that Daryl Vaz done. And this document may have some question. You understand? We have customs. Right? We have some questions to ask customs. So let us show the document where the waiver, right, is you get the document?
Because that is the one that I chose to brought.
People, what I'm saying here, so we go back to the people and see again. Okay, so people, here it is. Waiver only came in for 3 of the buses. 3 of them only. And they used this, right, to avoid inspection on all 63 buses that came in. Now, this is a serious corruption. You know? This is very, very, very serious on the direct bar. Right? So here it is, there's a waiver of pre-shipment inspection requirement for school buses. Please be advised that the permission has been granted to Elijah Limited to take the following motor vehicles without the required pre-shipment inspection. So these are the 3 buses, right, that were only allowed, right, not to be inspected because they were so-called new Bangaranga people, so-called. Okay. All right. So let me start over with the document. All right. So here it is, people. This is the waiver document. It relates to the waiver that granted for these buses not to be inspected. So here it is, right, from the United States shipper. Here Daryl Vaz is telling lies, right, to journalists that the buses were completely inspected and they were thoroughly inspected. Well, we know that this is a lie. Now, the waiver of pre-shipment inspection requirement for school buses. Please be advised that permission has been granted to Elijah Limited to ship the following motor vehicles without the required pre-shipment inspection. People, here's the evidence. Only 3 of these buses, right, waiver have been granted on. But look here, people, I am going to show you the criminality that's done on these. Now, people, I want you to write down the VIN number because we use the VIN number to track these buses, and you are going to realize that the VIN number connected us, by God, to some more serious situation. Let us bring up that evidence. The evidence where the VIN on. So take away that document. Right? Let us bring up the evidence as it relates to the investigation that done. Right? And the tracking. Right? Let us bring up that. Right? Document scan permit 205077. Okay. Here it is. Marvelous people said. So the first of the 3, right? Carefully, VIN. There it is, the VIN number, model year 2011. See the evidence of people? Here is the VIN number. Here's the year 2011. Only see people? Only see the wickedness. Only see the wickedness. But Daryl Vaz, Danville Walker, Andrew Honest, and people who are at customs involved in it.
The document is not on the screen. The document is not on the screen.
says it's sharing. I'm seeing it. It says stop sharing when it's so what is that?
No, it's not there on the screen.
Oh, because of YouTube, whatever.
It is not shared?
It's shared. Still stop sharing.
Yeah,
Only
but
when
you're
it's
not sharing
shared. Well, it's not my fault.
Okay, who can we let them see it?
I cannot make them see it if YouTube is blocking
Hold
it.
on. Okay, if YouTube, let me take my phone, let me take a picture so that they can see it, because I want them to see it. Right, so let me take a picture of it and show it.
The same thing that happened with the video last week. I cannot.
So what, you know, understand why you, okay. Alright, let us take the VIN number, show it up so that they can see it, right? 2011. I showed them
somebody's people information.
Okay. Alright, so it's like this part here from the phone.
I cannot share it from the phone to the screen. Anyway, I try to do it, it's gonna.
From the camera?
So hold up it to the camera. You're seeing it now? Oh, you're seeing it. Okay. Somebody commented that they're seeing. Yes, Vindicator.
Yes.
So,
yeah, they're seeing it.
Okay, so
something wrong with pink side eye.
Must be blocked in some areas.
okay, alright. Because other persons, let me talk to the chat. Other persons are calling, but they are seeing it. Right? So I'm going to have to move on where that is.
Sorry,
Okay, so people are saying that they are seeing it. I just want to know that they are following us. Alright. Here's the VIN number, people. The model of the year, 2011. Now let us go down to the next vehicle. Right? Now the next document, here's the other VIN number. Right? Here's the VIN number. Model year, vehicle model year, 2011 Chevrolet. Right? And here it is. Right? 2011. 2011 Daryl Vaz. Let us go down to the next.
So how them say the bus them new? Anyway, there's another thing that Mystic Sensation
Banded wire hop and up.
There's another thing where Mystic Sensation did mention about the fuel emissions from the bus them. Is another safety issue. And one of the reasons why Canada changed over to what you call it, electric buses. So the fuel emission is a safety issue as well, ladies and gentlemen. You see, it's good to have discussion around these things and ask questions, you know. You see, the people that we don't have any discussion around it, they are not democratic and they are not intelligent. This is what transparency look like. You see, if the government came out and answered the questions from the people instead of lambasting people and calling them PMP because they have questions, we would have an educated class of Jamaican people. You understand? Questions were made to be asked. Not asking the question is what makes you stupid. If you don't know something and you don't ask the question, that makes you stupid. Because you're walking around ignorant of something that you need to know the answer to and don't ask it. And these people are, you know, they are putting shame on asking questions. And it's the real shame is on them for not being transparent. What is the VIN number of all of the buses? How old are all of the buses? So we can get the right average age of what the buses are. 14 and 15-year-old buses, 2011, 2010. Those are old buses. They are not new. So the signature now from Danville Walker, that according to Mystic Sensation, he is refuting that he knows anything about it. I wonder why he would be refuting it. And I told you guys, you know, I said, wonder if they're going to really refute and say the signature on it is fake and everything. That is why I don't always get it right, you know. But that is why I said what I said. Everything on my platform is alleged. I am getting information from third, fourth, and second party. The most. I don't have no first-hand information. And things can be fraudulated. Right? That's why I love to use the word, if this is true, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Right? So, we have that. Let's go to the next clip of what I want to share. Make sure I put the timestamp, you know. Make sure I put the timestamp. See that?
I bet you. I mean, I bet you from up there. I can't get it.
Alright. This has to do with the Morant Bay Urban Center. I want to know if you listen closely. I hope you can hear it good enough. I want to listen closely to this bridging where well known some I talked to on the phone about the urban center. He's going to reveal some things. If you never watched this 20 hours ago, listen to this.
Say me can't get it.
Listen to this.
Me ask him 2 questions here. From up there in St. Thomas.
Very interesting.
Me call him, I ask him 2 questions. See? Me ask him 2 questions. Brother, me want to ask you 2 questions. I did have him on my live already. But I want to ask you 2 questions on my live, yeah? I'm going to put it on speaker, yeah, man. Yeah, my brother. Go on, brother.
Yeah, man, me there, sir.
Alright, hear what me I said to you. That thing up at St. Thomas, it moved me so much that I never call you to. Because you're a St. Thomas man, said speed, and you know what go on. Them shop over them, you see them shop, the one of them shop that like, the small shop them, I like 1.5 to 2.5 million for rent, one of the small shop them. You hear anything like that?
What I heard is between 1.2 and 1.5. Not sure how true it is, but that's what I heard.
You hear it too? Okay, 1.5, 1.5.
Yeah.
Me well, it'll go from there, so it'll go up, because I remember you have Dera shop. So I should even say 2.5, because you have something with Dera. And the small one, them me talk about. But you know, me know say because the municipal corporation we hear about at 10.3 million. Oh, St. Thomas observe that, brother.
It's a question that I love hear the answer to, because 10.8 million could have fixed public road each month, or one every month, depends on the scope of work, and I could have done other things. Incidentally, when I am the conceptualizer for the urban centers,
You hear that?
Yes.
but when they found out who I was, they modified it and kept modifying. Because it was supposed to be 1 building with 3 floors with 130 shops for the people of St. Thomas.
Yes.
The name of it was going to be Our Mall of St. Thomas.
Oh.
And yeah, when they found out who I was, they
You hear what the man say? He is the conceptualizer of the idea of the urban center. Not how it's currently structured, you know. Because they changed it. When they found out who he was totally ousted from the project. Later on, you're going to hear who he is.
look in the ad, you'll see me in the ad that they've been running for years globally. I
Yes.
was in there. They were interviewing somebody and I was naming up others and they said, no, I need to talk to you. That's how I end up in it.
Yes.
And the whole thing was for the people of St. Thomas, not for outsiders. Right now, it's more subscribed by outsiders than St. Thomas people.
Yes.
So you hear that? Me have to highlight certain things, you know. The original plan for the urban center in Morant Bay was for the people in Morant Bay. The people in St. Thomas. Right? The man said, as it is right now, it is not going to serve the people of Morant Bay. Right? It is not going to benefit them so they can earn money. Right? It's going to benefit outsiders, outside investors, whoever they are. Listen up. Listen up, people.
Yes.
So, as I said, it was the way Omar St. Thomas saying 50-20. But right now, I don't know which one. Because the money is not going to stay in St. Thomas.
Want to hear
When it's
that?
designed, whatever is earned, when we go outside of St. Thomas, that we spend back here. And the most of the labor force going to come from outside the parish.
We know that too. Yes.
Alright. There's other things that is negative. I mean, we appreciate that the development, we would have more appreciated if it was workable for the people of St. Thomas.
Thank you, sir.
How it is, it's not workable for us at this point. But I mean, somebody can always go back to the drawing board and revisit how it's being structured. So, to every problem, there's a solution. You know?
But let me say something to you, though, brother. Let me say something to you. When you have capital from NCB and then put all the money and do one of this, right? Remember you have investors, you know, forget about their money. And them can't wait for 50 years when them dead and them think that them have to turn over money fast. Now, the government, them are going to get to the drawing board on this, no, my brother, when the people have enough money spent And the people them have to make back some money and it's at the shortest time possible and can make some profit. Because the government can't say go charge 5 million when it down to this, so, you know, to the amount of money and everything, you know. How they go out and work with the council, out and work with the other government entities.
Oh, the other thing in the our St. Thomas development plan,
Yes.
Gen 5020, the government entities would have been there with a subsidized rent, where they would have paid a minimal so as to be a crowd puller.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So in other words, in my plan, it called for the courthouse, the police station, it called for all government agencies or utility companies to be there at a subsidized rate. That way, you would generate a foot traffic. So your tax office, your post office, your SDC, your GPS, your water commission, your phone companies, True and Digital, and all of that. That way, you would generate a steady foot traffic, which would now supplement the business that are there. And at the same time, it would still complement the town of Morant Bay itself. So it was carefully designed, but they changed that altered it in so many ways that it has become so alarming what the end result is. Right now, they did an opening.
So people, want to hear that? The original plan by this man, which is a brilliant plan by the way, I have to say, to have multiple amount of shops built, right? And on this urban center, you would have all of the government agencies there, right? Every single one of them of importance that require people to go to. Yes? So the persons them in Morant Bay that would have gotten shops, right? For whatever business is, whether the market, whatever, they would have constant traffic because of those business places that involve the government. And he also stated that the fees that the government would pay would be a reasonable fee so as to ensure that they stay in that area and it would all work out. The government would benefit, the people would benefit from better service, because of a plan like that, ladies and gentlemen. I am asking the question. I want to know from Andrew Onus and whoever is responsible, Minister of Works, I want to know, what was the thought process? This is where transparency comes in. What was the thought process from moving away from that plan that empowered the people of Morant Bay? The present plan as it is, if all the evidence is true, where the government agencies, the courtroom, all of them that is there, the municipality office is going to be paying $10.3 million a month for rent. Yeah. Talk about economic gentrification. That is going to destroy St. Thomas and Morant Bay. It's going, no poor person won't be able to be at that urban center, to have a business there. It's even going to be pressuring for the municipality to pay 10-something million. And like the man said, and everybody said, you can wrap your mind around creatively what you can use $10.3 million to do monthly in any municipality, in any division, in any constituency. There is something that needs to be fixed. There's drains that need to be cleaned. You understand? There's trees, roadways that need to be cleaned up and trimmed. The money can be used for so many things. People don't have water. I'm just saying, $10.3 million for rent, that is quite exorbitant. That is quite exorbitant. Let's hear more. Let's hear more. But a brilliant idea from this man to generate the traffic so the people them that would have their shops would benefit. Because you see business, if you want your business to boom, put your business in a place where there's a lot of traffic. Meaning that there's a lot of people passing through there daily. it is almost automatic that your business is going to grow. And it's going to be very, very profitable. It's just the truth. But let's continue.
And the building can't be used. So I don't even worry about the rent because the building can't be used. There's no sewage like.
Want to hear that?
The sewage hey, Andrew.
Itself. So it was carefully designed, but they changed it and altered it in so many ways that it has become so alarming what the end result is. Right now, they did an opening and the building can't be used. So I don't even worry about the rent because the building can't be used. There's no sewage like.
Mighty God.
The sewage hey, Andrew. Hey, you see, I'll be a trouble though. Because it really was a political play. Yes.
I'm not going to say a political play. Maybe there's some oversight.
No, not with Andrew. Because let me tell you why I said, me just play that before, my brother. When me and Charles come and say, we don't want to, and see Barry Dr. Fenton Ferguson. And then just say, we start something on Hunter Holness, and them tell about him have this a father and one in bill. Me think say, the deal when cut, government have them building there, we never pay nothing now. So, me never know so I pay rent, them kind of rent together. You understand?
As I said, they altered the whole formula for the plan.
Yes.
When they found out who I was, they shifted to a 5 billion plan. No, I stopped counting, I don't know much over there now. So I don't know how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? I really don't know how it's gonna work. So it's really questionable at this point. I'm waiting to see what's gonna work because I said there's no sewage. The construction is done on the whole water system, drinking water system for the parish and Kingston. So there's wells there, and the neighboring properties there are wells there for drinking water. So how you gonna build a building like that? And of lately I heard the minister come out and saying that the quality of the water is at a negative low.
So when we ask you though, because they have well over that, I can't remember me know the place, remember our place. So them are well on the place, but where they gonna put the sewage system then brother, because them can't really, now the river go down so you know, pollution that. And you can't put the table water either, you know.
I heard they want to put it in red hills.
But how you can't believe that all the gravity ever go. So you never cross the river, go cross in the red hills, all that work brother.
But I don't know. Some engineer will figure that out. But I'm just telling you what I heard the plan is. You know what I'm saying?
So them therefore pump it up in the red hills.
They might go back to the drawing board. There's a lot of mistakes have been made. What even mistakes? I don't know when and how they will correct them. You know what I mean?
So you're still over there, then move you completely.
Huh?
They move your fight completely, you're and still in over there.
No, man, I don't have. No, they stole the plan now.
They move you completely. Oh.
Yeah, because when they found out who I was supposed to have originally been at the first launch.
Yes.
When they found out who I was not even invited. So I am nowhere a part of it. You know what I mean?
Everybody, Rose Johnson, everybody is going to be affected negatively. Hairdresser, anybody at all. Right? Boy, I don't know ya, man. You hear what the man say? The man say, them stole the plan. Them stole the idea. And them take him off of it. Not my word. Not my word, Jamaica. I'm not going to hear who he missed to. Wanna listen?
But I can show you architectural drawings.
Yeah, man, I make it. I call back and make a show. Because what we are talking when you say, you know, they have to know say the thing rough, you know. So, yes. I'm going to show it, man. Why you send some copy and me show them tomorrow. I'm going to show it.
All right, we talk.
Yeah, man. Data,
brother. All right,
brother. Yeah, cool.
All right, listen to what I say.
Yeah, man. Then I'm there. Nobody feel no we are Sir Paul Bogle great grandson. That. Yes.
Sir Paul Bogle great grandson. Sir Paul Bogle great great-grandson. Now, I am not a historian. We did do local social studies at school. Make we read this from the JIS. I could get a little synopsis, a little brief history upon Sir Paul Bogle. Sir Paul Bogle was believed to be born, what is this? Come off on the screen. 1822. He was Baptist deacon in Stonygut, right? He was a firm political supporter of George William Gordon. Poverty and injustice in the society, lack of public confidence in central authority urged Bogle to lead a protest march to Morant Bay. Morant Bay, you know, the same place where the urban center there. You hear what I said a while ago? The great-great-grandson of Paul Bogle. So, Paul Bogle led a protest march to Morant Bay Courthouse on October 11th, 1865, in a violent confrontation with officials. Force that followed the march, nearly 500 people were killed and a greater number was flogged and punished before order was restored. Bogle was captured and hanged on October 24, 1865, but his forceful demonstration achieved its objective. It paved the way for the establishment of justice practice in the court, and it brought about a change in official attitude, which made possible the social and economical betterment of the people. In recognition of his efforts, Bogle was conferred with the Order of National Hero in 1969 as per the second schedule of the National Honors and Awards Act. So he was a supporter of George William Gordon. That it said, oh. Yeah. George William Gordon. So I wonder why them no. Was this political? Was this political? George William Gordon was a Jamaican businessman, magistrate, and politician. One of two representatives to the Assembly, St. Thomas, in East Parish. He was a leading critic of the colonial government and the policies of Jamaican Governor Edward Eyre. Oh, so the man was a revolutionist, Virgin. After the start of the Morant Bay Rebellion, he had him returned, blah, blah, blah. This seemed like it rooted into the Morant Bay Rebellion. This whole thing seemed like 1865. Who was the government in 1865 in Jamaica? People are real-time research me, you know. Governor Edward John Eyre. Jamaica was a British crown colony. Oh! Okay. Remember, say Andrew Owen is a Privy Council member, you know, people. So Andrew Owen is now no problem with the crown, you know. Remember good. Andrew Owen don't have no problem with the king running Jamaica. Remember good. That is why they don't want to move away from the Privy Council. So the great-great-great-grandson of Paul Bogle that led a rebellion against the crown probably would not find favor with Andrew Onis. I am trying to connect why them don't use this man and him plan. Well, them use him plan not fully, or him did plan it. Them alter it, but them not use him in it. Very interesting. Tell me what you think about that, people. The one them where I watch now and the one them watch the replay. Make that one they go and soak in on the brain. You understand? Because me just did a research there a while ago. Mighty God. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's continue. Let me move on to the next clip. Because we not waste no time. You know. People say they know say the man of the moment. The man of the moment.
Me have ask, caller, I'm going to ask you to call me back because I have Hubert Williams on the line.
All right.
And this is our next piece of problem we have to deal with. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Councillor Hubert Williams, morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well.
Councillor, we saw you yesterday, Thursday, in the St. Thomas Parish Council, saying that the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation is being asked to pay $10.3 million for monthly rent at the new urban center. Is that a fact?
Yes, it's a fact.
Councillor, do you know the present rent that is being paid at the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation?
Yeah, we are paying under 300,000.
Under 300,000.
Yes.
And you are saying that you are now asked to pay $10.3 million for rent. Can the council afford that?
No, I understand, and that's the reason why I have those concerns. One, the council cannot afford it, and two, it's not necessary.
Let me say this. You also said that there is a 7% yearly increase. Is that so?
Yes, in the contract is a 7% increase. Also, the price in US dollars.
Well, I'm not even got the US yet because the 7% increase would take you to $11,021,000 in year 2. You realize that?
Yes. Well, yes. One of the factors, one of the pyramids. But remember again, as I say, I still have to talk about the US dollar because...
Yeah, man, no, we are going to the US now. We're going to the US. Definitely going to the US because this is critical. Because $10.3 million divided by 160 means you're paying $64,375 a month.
Yes, US.
Does the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation have any lands?
Yeah, man, we have a big landowner. We have a lot of land. The council have a lot of land. And I'm talking about prime real estate in a more central location.
So you're saying that the council have prime real estate land?
Yeah, man, remember, when Minister Ascot was Minister of Local Government, he came out and break ground on a piece of land that council owns. They didn't send all the money to me.
Hold on for me, Willie. Hold on for me. Hello, good morning.
Morning. Sir Colin.
You're going to hold the line for me, please? Thank you.
Okay.
Hold on. Yes, Willie, go ahead.
Yes. So we have prime real estate.
Yeah, prime.
Right in the town. Ready to, can tomorrow morning take a council bill on it. And I can tell them, my big one contention, when I look at the thing, if we take a mortgage of $100 million, we can build a council building.
So based on the rent, you could have paid for it in a year because what you're looking at is over $120 million a year.
People want to hear that reasoning there. What more want to know is, you know, I don't know. It's either this government is deliberately putting us in a bad place, right? And finding creative ways to put our tax dollars in the pockets of their friends and their business partners and run this country dry and bankrupt this country and bankrupt the people and we are pay tax, or they are incompetent, meaning that they don't have any ideas how to grow the economy. They don't have any ideas how to have the people of Jamaica benefit in a real way and prosper. I'm talking about the majority of the people of Jamaica. The people that want to work, the people that have creative ideas. right? Putting them in one place where they can grow. Did you hear the plan of the great grandson, the great grandson of Paul Bogle? The plan was to make multiple shops that regular people in Morant Bay would rent and run their business, and put the agencies, all of the agencies, government agencies, at that same location. So the people in that area had no choice. They have to pay them tax, they have to pay all of this, they have to go there. So when they need something else like food for the house, then come for this, but then them see that and then some money spent. Traffic. How do we move from that to the government going into a deal with some private investors to build a building that is going to cost the government, that is managing our tax dollars, we the people essentially, $10.3 million a month? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can do maths, that's over $120 million. As a matter of fact, that is 120. 10.3, 300,000, 3 times 10, that are 30, so 3 million that. So we're looking at $123.6 million. $123.6 million, ladies and gentlemen, for the whole entire year. You hear what Mr. Hubert Williams said? They could have taken that $123 million and build a building and don't pay no rent. So, like I said, it's either we have a dunce government, them incompetent, them don't know how to help the people of Jamaica for one, save money and earn money and invest properly. Look what they do with tax dollars in the SSL, allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly. Didn't the government invest in SSL? Our tax dollars? I'm telling you something, man. These guys are dangerous. Yeah? Karen, what's up? You know, so they want to push the cashless system for one world order. That are their main objective. We say political gangsters. Mighty God. No, sir. Let's continue. You know, like a video, man. I have 50 plus people consistently watching me. Guys, remember what I told you about the like button. All you have to do is tap the screen 2 times. Or look at the bottom right corner. You see 3 dots. Press the 3 dots and you see the like button. Hit the like button and you can share as well. Come on, man. Come on now, man. Come on, man. Hit the like button, for crying out loud. Anyway, moving on.
What you're looking at is over $120 million a year.
Yes. So we could take $100 million mortgage, build a nice council building, and it's our building, and we don't have to pay. I don't think we're going to pay more than $300,000 for such mortgage a year. A month.
Councillor, who made the decision that the municipal corporation should go to the urban center?
It's the Ministry of Local Government. Do all the negotiation. The local council didn't get a say in the whole negotiation process.
Slow down. So was there consultation with the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation before the decision was arrived at?
Well, let me explain that. I don't want to answer your question. Let me just explain that. I want to be fair and I want to be honest.
Yes.
I want to be balanced. When the concept of the urban center come up, you have to remember, this deal was packaged as a one-stop shop.
Yes.
So it wasn't so much consultation with us, say, oh, we want a part of the urban center. No, I want to be at the urban center. No, it was a part of the whole package. One-stop shop. You will have the municipal building there. You will have the court there. Ministry of Justice. You will have
NHT, NIS,
etc. Right?
So
it was a thing that was designed from a central government perspective.
So there was no consultation then with the directors of the municipal corporation?
No. The first we learn about it in a fulsome way was a town hall that was kept underground right there out here in Springfield and the old video complex.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was a big thing, big splash, and it outlined exactly what it's going to be.
So government made a decision that it's going to be a one-stop shop without any consultation with the council. Now, we don't know if they had consultation with the other government agencies, but you are saying from where you sit and you were a councillor when the concept came up, there was no discussion.
Yes. No discussion.
And at this stage now, the council, so was there discussion with what amount of rent the council could afford, or you just get the document?
We didn't have any idea about it. I'm coming to that because I want Jamaica to understand, and especially Sentiment. And point two, because I don't want to see him scam that gets Sentiment to get Portland.
Yeah, because it's coming to Portland.
There's discussion going on, and they tell us about the space, and the minister come and tell us we get in the space, and we're going to have to build out the space and whatever. And no time, no discussion come up about rent,
Oh?
Because we thought government want to have a major share our own building.
Yes.
So we believe that the government might have secure a loan from these investors, NCD and any others that are in this business.
Yeah.
And then the government own the building, so the government will pay back the loan.
Hold on. As I said, hold on. Because the chat room is asking, who own the urban center?
All right. Based on what I'm learning now, this corporation provide the land, and then these investors fund the project.
So who are the investors? You know who the investors are?
Well, I know NCD, Capital Group, or something like that. I know NCD.
NCD, Barita, and we don't. But and I'm not sure if China
I
Harbor.
See Barita. I know Czech is also a stakeholder in it as well.
Oh.
So, but let me tell you something. There's not been transparency in this thing. Because we can't know up to this day all the investors that are involved in it. We started hearing, since yesterday, I've been hearing names showing all over the place. But when I go on Google and try to search about this thing, you can't get a list of all investors, how this thing is funded. But it's clear that Factors Corporation only provided land.
So let me ask you this. As a director of the parish council, the municipal corporation, the councillors people are the directors. So when you hear me refer to the directors, it is the councillors who are the directors of all the municipal corporation. So hold on, before I go to that question, we heard you in the meeting Thursday. How many councillors were present at meeting Thursday?
All 10 councillors. We are a 10-member council.
And all councillors were present. What was the comment from? Can you remember any other councillors commenting on this situation?
Yeah, man.
Tell me what you can remember.
Councillor Rosemary Shaw of the Morant Bay Division, which is a part of the PNP campus, and Councillor Smith from the Port Morant Division, which is another PNP councillor. Get up and speak. All JP councillors are silent.
So they did not object to what you said?
No, they couldn't object because you have to remember, Mr. Ben.
But they tore the party line.
Yeah, let me just say something, though. Very important for your listeners to hear this. This is not something new, like just drop Thursday. No. And we learn of this. All 10 council administrative staff. We learn of this. Two council meetings, the document was what was brought forward at the meeting. When the document came to the meeting, and we saw it, it was council meeting. We didn't debate the document. We believe at the time that some mistake.
Oh, that Patricia. What's up, baby?
You think got a mistake? And hold on. And that's what I'm saying to people. There are 2 letters going around.
Hold on, it breaks. Go back. What you say a while ago?
When the document came to the meeting, and we saw it. We didn't
what's up?
We believe at the time that
Well, What kind of mistake make? Where am I say?
The municipal.
Colin.
You go ahead.
Yes.
We can be a council million.
True.
So and you could based on the rent you could have paid for it in a year because what you're looking at is over $120 million a year.
Yes. So we could take $100 million mortgage.
People want to think about this.
A nice council million.
People want to think about that conversation. I don't realize, you guys don't realize that this Morant Bay scheme, I want big scandal, you know. The Morant Bay Center, Urban Center is a big scandal. You understand? I want to share up the live, man. Share up the live. I want to highlight these things and put them together because as several different content creators may are watching now. I mean, I say, well, Andy, but this plus this plus this. You can't see the picture. You can't see the. I don't know what about it, but the picture clear as day. The picture is clear.
And it's our building, and we don't have to pay. I don't think we're going to pay more than 300,000 for such a market a year. A month.
Councillor, who made the decision that the municipal corporation should go to the urban center?
It's the Ministry of Local Government. Do all the negotiation. The local council, they just get a say in the whole negotiation process.
Slow down. So was there consultation with the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation before the decision was arrived at?
Well, let me explain that. I don't want to contradict you. Let me just explain that. I want to be fair and I want to be honest.
Yes.
I want to be balanced. When the concept of the urban center come up, you have to remember, this deal was packaged as a one-stop shop.
Yes.
So it wasn't so much consultation with us saying, oh, we want a part of the urban center. No, I want to be at the urban center. No, it was a part of the whole package. One-stop shop. You will have the municipal building there. You will have the court there. Ministry of Justice. You will have
NHT.
So the man name. So let me get this straight. The government decided to put all of these offices. The present government that is here right now decided to put all of these offices at the same place, and they didn't work out a deal where these offices don't pay a rent. They didn't work out a deal where if they even paid rent, it wouldn't be 34 times the amount that they're paying now. They didn't know. They signed a deal for us, the taxpayers. They didn't raise our taxes, you know. What they did was raise our bills. Bills going out to somebody else, some other entities, some other companies. Money not staying in the municipality but leaking out in drones. $10.3 million a month for one office, and there's going to be like 10 of them in the urban center. There's a court, there's this, there's that. And it just so happens one of the entities that is big in this project is NCB. Michael Leachin, Andrew Ones. Where the next one name around Nigel Clark. 5% growth in 4 years. Also 5 in 4 never happened. Still not happening. Will never happen under them. And whatever they're doing. This is unreal, man. Father God, I pray that justice for the people, you will grant us swiftly. These people are living lavishly, and they don't care about the poor. They will take away from the poor. These people are wicked. Oh, these are the most uncaring, evil government me ever seen. You know? No, seriously. No, hear me I say. There's levels to this. And I'm not acting as if I'm surprised. But it's like, Really? So you just have no limit. Like you will just do everything to destroy the people of Jamaica. Listen to me, man. This is not exaggeration. If everything that the man is saying is true, ladies and gentlemen, if everything that the great-great-grandson of Paul Bogle is saying is true, if everything that Hubert Williams is saying is true, ladies and gentlemen, these guys have literally signed off on ripping off the Jamaican people. $10.3 million a month for a municipality office. Oh, and by the way, the fun part of it, there's a 7% increase in the second year. So it's going to move from, and the prices are quoted in US. So if the US dollar goes up, if they don't have US dollars to pay the bill, right? And they're going to use Jamaican dollars, the conversion rate of the Jamaican dollars to US dollars is going to fluctuate every time the US dollar go up and the Jamaican dollar drop. Yo, them money are evil. Hey, only hear when my man they say evil. What him name, what artist name? Tommy Lee? No man, them man are evil. Andrew Owens and the rest of the government and in business partner them and we must sign contract with are them evil. Evil. The man cannot tell me say with good conscience that they thought that this deal was going to benefit the Jamaican people. Them cannot tell me that in good conscience, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot tell me that in good conscience. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This is unreal, brother.
NHT, NIS.
etc. Right?
So
it was a thing that was designed from a central government perspective.
So there was no consultation then with the directors of the municipal corporation?
No. The first we learned about it in a fulsome way was at a town hall that was kept underground right there out here in Springfield and the old video complex.
Yeah.
And at that time, it was a big thing, big splash, and they outlined exactly what it's going to be.
So government made a decision that it's going to be a one-stop shop without any consultation with the council. Now, we don't know if they had consultation with the other government agencies, but you are saying from where you sit and you were a councillor when the concept came up, there was no discussion.
Yes. No discussion.
And at this stage now, the council, well, so was there discussion with what amount of rent the council could afford, or you just get the document?
We didn't have any idea about it. I'm coming to that because I want Jamaica to understand, and especially Sentiment. I put that too because I don't want to see a scam that gets Sentiment to get Portland.
Yeah, because it's coming to Portland.
There's discussion going on, and they tell us about the space, and when they come and tell us getting the space, and we're going to have to build out the space and whatever. And no time, no discussion come up about rent, you know.
Oh?
Because we thought government, want to have a major share our own building.
Yes.
So we believe that the government might have secure a loan from these investors, NCD and any others that are in this business.
Yeah.
And then the government could own the building, so the government will pay back the loan.
Hold on. As I said that, Billy, hold on. Because Marlene in the chat room is asking, who owned the urban center?
All right. Based on what I'm learning now, Factors Corporation provide the land, and then these investors fund the project.
So who are the investors? You know who the investors are?
Well, I know NCB Capital Group or something like that. I know NCB.
NCB, Barita, and we don't. Well, and I'm not sure if China
I
have.
Barita. I know Czech is also a stakeholder in it as well.
Oh.
So, but let me tell you something. There's not been transparency in this thing because we can't know up to this day all the investors that are involved in it. We started hearing since yesterday. I've been hearing names thrown all over the place. But when I go on Google and try to search about this thing, you can't get a list of all investors, how this thing is funded. But it's clear that Factors Corporation only provided land.
So let me ask you this.
So
let me ask you this. as a director of the parish council, the municipal corporation, the councillors people are the directors. So when you hear me refer to the directors, it is the councillors who are the directors of all the municipal corporation. So if hold on, before I go to that question, we heard you in the meeting Thursday. How many councillors were present at meeting Thursday?
All 10 councillors. We are a 10-member council.
And all councillors were present. What was the comment from? Can you remember any other councillors commenting on this situation?
Yeah, man.
Tell me what you can remember.
Councillor Rosemary Shaw of the Morant Bay division, which is a part of the PNP caucus, and Councillor Smith from the Port Morant division, which is another PNP councillor. Get up and speak. All PNP councillors are silent.
So they did not object to what you said?
No, they couldn't object because you have to remember now. It's a bit.
You hear that? Wagwan resilience. All the JLP councillors were silent. Mighty God.
But they tore the party line.
Yeah, let me just say something about it. Very important for you listeners to hear this. This is not something new like the job Thursday. You know. We learn of this. All 10 councillor administrative staff. We learn of this. Two councillors, the document was was brought forward at the meeting. When the document came to the meeting, and we saw it, it was council meeting. We didn't debate the document. We believe at the time that some mistake was made. So honestly.
You think, hold on, you think of a mistake? And hold on, and that's what I'm saying to people. There are 2 letters going around with the bus situation. And on the letters, it says new bus. And everybody are trying to excuse it. It's the same way when I see the figure and I said, no, this is a mistake, it can't real.
It's a mistake.
Said it back.
No, there was a figure on the contract. What it is the square footage and the rate.
Yes, per square feet.
So when we do the necessary calculation, we recognize that. So when we start the new kind like somebody apart and say, no, this is us.
Yeah.
So we didn't debate. Because like, even though I am on the PNP side, I don't want to really create chaos if it's not needed. We don't need to do that.
Yes.
We don't need to bottom the thing.
Yeah.
We need to be objective thinker.
Yes.
So we never mentioned. So we decided that we'll send it to finance meeting.
Yes.
So we go to the finance meeting. I said this must be a mistake. We ask the CEO to write back to the place to find out if this is correct. I didn't say nothing for them. Remember, only one time I'm on finance meeting going on.
Yes.
For that month, I stay silent.
Yes.
No. On Tuesday, last Tuesday was finance meeting again. But the document was forward and said everything confirmed. We wrote to them. They wrote back and said, this is what it is.
Tell her. This is what it is.
Yes. So we get the confirmation that this is accurate. This is correct.
I heard you on Beyond the Headlines yesterday evening. And Deanne Jackson Miller said, efforts to get to the mayor proved futile. And when she got to the deputy mayor, he said he would not comment. What if the directors decide that we are not going into that building?
No, just 1 second. Because even the Deanne program, Deanne asked what is our counter offer, right? Counter proposal. And I don't know if Deanne was listening. Well, because that question should have been asked. It has been something that the local authority decide to get involved in. We were never a part of the negotiating team. This thing, as I tell you, the concept was created with we in it. That was created
not if you want to be in it.
Not if I want to. So we never make a presentation or an appeal to the minister that we want to go to the urban center.
Or there was no negotiation. There was no rent negotiation. You just get a figure.
Nothing like
this
that.
is it.
So we never had a negotiation.
Hey, tell her.
Big scam this now.
So them just said it come. This is the level of dictatorship that is happening in this country. Pay $10.3 million a month.
Yeah, so when the end going to ask the question, what is our purpose? We can't sit down with the right to sit back and just me. That's all I'm going to wait and answer. We can't. We don't know who to negotiate with. We don't know the people that were involved in this.
So tell me something.
We don't communicate with our ministry.
Councillor.
So they are the one doing this thing.
Councillor, you were the mayor of Morant Bay at one point, the chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. And
people, say something come to me just now. I'm not telling a lie. This are the type of thing where you say when you have 1,000 people in the chat. No joke. When me just tip out a while ago, it's far-reaching. You have to call it conspiracy, and it's a question. Uno, let me know if you don't want me to ask a question. Let me know if you're not interested to hear how my mind I work right now. Because this is really unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. Right? And to be honest with you guys, we really need to find out who is the owners, who is benefiting from this rent, where's the money going to, who for pocket it are going on, which company, what is their relationship with Andrew Holness and anybody in the Jamaica Labour Party, if any. So if you don't want me to ask the question, I have not asked the question yet now. I have not presented my idea that I'm thinking in my head is going on here. The level of corruption that is possibly going on here. I have not said it yet. But those questions I just asked, you know, is relevant to my thought process. Right? Because you see, when you start to figure out somebody and you realize, say, wait, you know, see that person here really and truly a wicked person. Alright, nobody not interested to hear. Alright, then I keep it to myself. Nobody not say nothing in the comment section, so I keep it to myself. Me not go leg of that one day. That one they deserve. You ever hear when Andre say, when you call everybody and tell them if you come banger and a drop? I one of them moment there. But me gonna keep it to myself. Moving on. Nobody not respond to me.
Municipal cooperation. On average per month, what kind of money the council earn? The council earn them kind of money their month time?
No, this is impossible. Let me tell you something. And I said at a spot meeting yesterday, and a lot of people recognize, a lot of people say it too. This will not only bankrupt the council, but this will bankrupt Sentiment. Even. I'm going to tell you why. Because some people don't know, oh, this man is extreme. Parties is a big part of the local economy. The Rome Robin is a little party. No. Remember now, all of those stuff, they are supposed to make up our own source revenue. Like the burial.
Yeah.
Building plans.
Market fee.
Time. And all, you know the little things I look at it. No.
Yeah.
When I do a calculation, me and my team, we have to multiply all of those things by 41, you know. So for example, the little permit where the average man gets the unique corona bit is about $6,000 now. If you have bigger venue, then you will pay more. But like the $6,000 one, for a regular little corona bit small thing, you have to charge about $200,000 plus, you know. For that same permit, you know. But if you want to get that bill, you know,
you have to raise everything by about 40 times. And for the council and for the municipal corporation to also make some money for itself, because the municipal corporation can't just be paying rent. Somebody in the chat room a while ago said parish councils or municipal corporation should be collectors of rent, not paying rent.
Exactly.
yes. But you have to remember, we used to have our own building, you know. I burned out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2007, to be exact. So for this idea to come and to be a part of these private, these vulture capitalists, it can't make no sense. How can, no, but let me say something to you again. Even we try to raise the money, the people at St. Thomas
can't pay it.
Yeah, no, but can't hold away. No, Bogle Square. I'm hungry. Because why do we have to do that? We have to bribe the people at St. Thomas.
Somebody said this is how they will take away the land from the people of St. Thomas. When they can't pay on the rent.
Remember that. Hey,
I want you to think about it. This is the most important thing. I want you to think about this. What $10 million? I'm leaving out the pine tree. Because we're paying that now. What $10 million can do to the lives of the people of St. Thomas on a monthly basis? if we are getting $10 million?
Answer this question. There are 10 councillors in the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. How much a month do you get, Willie?
Well, I collect me about get into the pay.
No, man, not for your pay. I mean, for spending in your
Flash,
division.
did you share up the live for me, man?
It's up to it,
I don't know
An average. Give me an average. Just give me an average.
Then you can get a 500,000 average.
What?
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah, man. But listen.
So hold on, Willie. So you're saying to me, on average, you get less than $1 million a month for spending in your division? Eh?
Yes.
So these people are saying pay rent. Each councillor must pay $10 million, $1 million, sorry. Because when you check it out, $1 million would have got to each councillor for the month. And when they feel good with that, Willie, don't?
Yeah, man. But I want to tell you something more. That money, since you get into PR Friday and find a way to leave. This money could have been, I think, we get a civic group put in place. We have certain transparency. Jamaica cannot just politicians.
Yeah.
That you could spend a certain amount of money on our clinics this month. You could spend a certain amount of money on our schools next month.
On the roads.
On the road next month.
On the trains.
You could change life so much with an additional $10 million per month. So it's a no-brainer. It don't make no sense. No, we have to look at if we pay this $10 million. Who will get this $10 million? This $10 million will come out of the parish every month. So that our people will become slaves.
If you're just joining us, hold on, Willie, people keep joining us constantly. If you're just joining us on Portland Spice TV, we are talking to former mayor of Morant Bay and councillor and the PNP candidate for Western St. Thomas, Hubert Williams. We are talking about a proposal that the municipal corporation in St. Thomas must move into the St. Thomas Urban Center and pay $10.3 million monthly, up from what they are paying now, which is less than $300,000 a month. What the hell can go so? Talk to me, Willie. Will the council be going into that building?
Well, let me know. I'm just one of the 10.
Yes.
And, you know, but unfortunately, I think my last council meeting was on Thursday.
Because you're going to be member of parliament.
Because I'm going, I think
in the name of Jesus.
Will be a parliament.
Yes.
So, you know, somebody is going to have to try to fight.
Yes.
I can help them on the outside, but I will not be sitting around that table any longer.
But then guess what? This is coming from central government.
Man. But no one at central government. Maybe it's even going to be better. Because as I said before, this deal was negotiated at a central government level.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our people will become slaves if we allow this to go through. We'll have to raise all our fees, make all the sacrifice to give these people the money to take back to Kingston and elsewhere. It's the same thing they're doing with our water. The people of St. Thomas don't have tap water, don't have water running the pipe. About 50% of the homes here don't have it. I can speak to Western St. Thomas. Don't have running water in the pipes. Yet still, we send millions of gallons of water
into Kingston every day.
The pipeline is about 16 inches big. And no set is collected under water. And we need to collect a set on that water so we can improve our water infrastructure.
In St. Thomas. Yes. Yes.
The same thing, all the aggregate is leaving out of the parish on a daily basis, mashing up our roads, and the scale is in St. Andrew. So nothing come back to our parish.
Will you have a
so
point?
The same model
is
now being used with all the money will be going west on a daily basis. Remember now, most of the local businessmen and businesswomen in this parish have returned their keys because they know that it's not feasible for them.
Wait, hold on, we just said it a while. We just said it a while. The business people in St. Thomas who did apply it up there, give them back the keys.
Go ahead.
No, you're saying that people who want to apply for places at the urban center bring back the keys already?
Bring back the keys and no longer show interest.
Wow.
No longer show interest because they recognize that it can't work for them because they can rent the urban center. Them furniture store, them supermarket, you have to sell the things maybe 3 times. higher than what people say in mind be to be able to pay your rent and to make a profit.
Damn.
So, what is the comparative advantage that's going to make somebody make a decision to shop there for something that is a very market at a way cheaper price?
I'll ask you one final question before I let you go, Willie. There is an argument out there that there's no space built for sewage at the urban center. Anything
Mighty God.
Well, I never want to do sewage thing because I really do want to focus on the plan. But the sewage is a major problem. And one of the things that kind of struck me when the Prime Minister come and cut ribbon.
Yes.
Because, as I said before in a meeting, and some people think it's rude, I don't know where all these officials come from, how they live, what their culture is. But in Center Man, we have to have toilet on our homes.
Yes.
We have to have a specific way how we dispose our pieces.
Yes.
No, I don't think the thing that come out here and cut the ribbon understand that. People don't know that this urban center is built on the biggest body of fresh water in Center Man. And maybe even Jamaica. I don't know for Center Man.
What call me? Flash DJ. Yo.
Yeah, man.
They're on the line, what you say?
Yeah, man, you know, one of the saddest things we know right now is we know that the people in the center must still support James Roberts and the rest of the Green Party.
Terrible.
You understand? You know, one of the hardest things that we know why I wish for the mental state there. If have them reason there for still support Andrew and the Green people.
But yes, you don't this still, my G. Dunceness and see fear. Fear and dunceness are two wicked things them I use for the people, brother. You understand? Right now the people is a victim. People is a victim, bro. But it's still sad. Some of them can do better. All they need are one somebody to stand up in the brother. One person to stand up and the rest of the people them follow.
Alright, man, it's just straight illiteracy, Bolo. You see me? A lot of these people where you say I just feel them skill or them with them good enough you can send them I remember things. But apparently none of them are educated. Majority of them people are not educated. You see me?
You can hear me good?
Oh, you can hear I left from 240. No, I hear a little now.
Alright, you hear me good now? Show me I use the Bluetooth speaker, man. You hear me?
Oh, yeah, man.
Alright, so what me I say? Zane, the people them now vote for things we have a benefit them and then pick them moving forward, you know. Right? Them a vote for handout. Them a vote for who can give them things, you see me? And that them a vote for so. Hey, go ahead.
And I say it's the education, brother. It's a lack of education cost to them something there. You see me? If you're uneducated, you always want handout. If you're educated, you must know what you want in life, brother. You must know what you want for your future.
True.
You see it?
True.
The pass at St. Thomas, how much pipe there and they make like over 200 and add lack of pipe. They're projected out in the road.
Lack
you
of
see me?
pipe.
And that is just one, and that is just one side. Ask anybody from Old Harbor, Old Bay, from 9 Mile go straight in.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The whole of the road are big a pipe project out of the road. So why and how can you have people like manipulate in the mind like that? But yet still if you don't find one next look the simple man, say him a try be smart or clever. You don't want to beat him and
yes.
kill him.
Yeah, listen man. These people will kill a man to take with them $1,000 and look past the government to take with millions of dollars from them. I don't understand it.
It's weird.
Weird,
More
bro.
than weird.
Weird. Is it, man? Weird, man. What?
So you left from a building at from 250 to 260
Yeah.
per month. Is it?
Just say under 300,000.
110.3 million dollars. If the pine tree is there than the rent right now, where them are paying. The space of them in the pine tree is more than the rent money now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is the owner for that building?
Boy, I want to know who for pocket this thing are going on, my friend. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chinese them get some kickback off of this.
I think you have some video of the inside of the building, of the condition of the building. You can show them.
But here what know.
There, man.
But here what know. Here what my thing now, DJ. I take it off a speaker so you can hear me. Take it off a speaker so you can hear me. And this me the one say. Alright, you hear me I say DJ. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Alright, so these are my things, eh? I believe that this deal was crafted with the idea and with the notion that they're going to win the third term.
Yes.
Understand what I say, General?
So what's that?
I also believe that it was crafted because they believe that they have St. Thomas lock and Portland lock. I remember say some projections that for Portland, you know.
No, right.
So based off of the dead man Mackenzie. That's what they call him, dead man Mackenzie. Based off of him utterance saying they will not surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party. And Andrew wanna say him nah surrender Jamaica to PMPism. It tells me that they are going to do everything in their power to not lose the election, and they don't plan to lose, and if them lose, them not give up Jamaica. And the reason why is because St. Thomas and Portland, they were going to lock this up. So they were going to have basically feeding people around the municipality. Imagine paying $10.3 million for your monthly fee, but you now pay $10.3 million for your monthly fee. You understand me I say? If they on paper say you pay $10.3 million, you know. But you now pay $10.3 million. The money is going where it's going, but then the money are going to share up. High levels of criminality me I pray, brother. High levels of criminality me I pray. The man them plan, I'm not saying that is what they're doing, you know. I'm saying based off how the man them a move. Yes. Based off how the man them a scheme, based off a certain scandal of missing bus out. With the drill and now with the bus them. It is my belief that it's quite possible that the $10.3 million was going to be paid, but it wasn't going to be paid, and whoever them pay now will keep the money. All of it. You understand what I say? Because you cannot, to me, you cannot justify paying $10.3 million every month for one building, for a business, for your office, where you are the government and you never work out one deal for cheaper for you, and you are the main constructor of the deal. If the government never involved in a deal, the deal couldn't happen, you know. I wonder if you understand what I say. If the government was not involved in the deal could not happen. Because a multiple government agency, I go there in the urban center. So the government was heavily involved in crafting the deal. And all of this is assuming that all the information that I have heard is accurate. If it's not accurate, you scrap everything. This is all alleged. This is what I call a hypothesis. This is
Oh, yeah, I set up for how much NCB have a building there.
yes.
How much NCB would be paying for them building? NCB will not pay $10 million for them building.
But how would they pay anything when them help build the building? You understand what I say? So why did the government incur? Why did the government incur a $120 million bill yearly for build one urban center? What kind of deal is that? Yo, listen to me, man. These guys are slick. These guys are slick. The man is slick, so the man is slithery like a snake.
St. Thomas, I want the parish, they must still have hold of the whole Jamaica, where you know them parish, I say, yeah, see the Caribbean and the countryside, yeah. I understand them, I say, a whole heap of people still have face it hard in St. Thomas.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people have face it. The roads, them no good, none at all.
None at all.
Them for years.
Hey. Why, brother? I don't know about. Yeah, alright. You hear the part I show when me highlight one interview where Mr. Lonesome did have last night.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about that? Why did they, according to the man, Paul Bogle great grandson, when they find out who he was, them not deal with him? What do you think now?
Okay. They can't deal with him because now you see an owner. If you are the owner, Bolo, how long you say nobody know who own that thing, but all along you see them side of the owner never declare themselves until that time. How you have to deal with him?
You know, me feel like they see him as a troublemaker. I feel like they see him as a troublemaker.
Yeah, man. Everything when them own, it's supposed to have that. You're not supposed to go. And why you keep a great guns on private property?
Brother, the municipality, hold on now. The municipality own whole heap of land in here, what the man say?
Yeah, man. Whole heap of land, every parish, man. If I sat when I sat day before yesterday, I sat I tell you how much land around there. And I'm true. If it's close to where they are, the urban center, it's half a past the urban center, the municipal could always be an office anyway. They didn't know what.
Why? Alright, you hear where my general named Julian Robinson, you hear the concern that him have?
Julian stated some good concern as well. You understand?
A 61 billion?
I think it's 61.
61 billion for future earnings and something. Hey. I don't know what it's going to take. What, you know, like I said, Splash, the amount of evidence that out there, there is enough evidence out there to be extremely untrusting of the Jamaica Labour Party. You know, I don't understand how.
I passed through one JLP channel last night. I figure a pastor over there preach and say my prayer. And something where the man some live live. So the man I call him for Mark Golden and prayer.
I call him evil for Mark Golden.
I mean I say here there. Yeah. No wonder why they can't be better. It must be a part of the logic. I'm already hearing them grab it over there to man and cut left them.
Why is it easy everywhere, man? You can't bother with them something.
You
If you not got 4 rules, then you can't shit for you. That's my motto.
It hard for convince so many people when the people them even get persuaded by the churches to support and join this.
No, you are going on, my general. You see, me stop worry about that, you know. You understand? Me just be obedient to God. Me I try to have a listening ear to God. You hear me? You hear me? Me I try to have a listening ear to God. So, me just do my part, my general. Me not worry about who. I can't remember say even God talk to people, you know, and give them sign, you know, and warn them, you know, and then they listen to God, you know. So if they not listen to God, my general, who is me? When me I kill up myself and I stress out myself for? Eh? No, me not stress out myself, you know. Me just going to tell you where you hear, and if you don't want to listen to the warning, hey, that's your ass. Simple as that.
Yeah, man.
Right, they say ball game.
Go back in that program and go on this thing.
Alright, my G. Up. One splash, DJ. Yeah.
The percent of the parish get water from the source.
So that means no sewage plant can't go to them.
So they were saying that they have to put the sewage plant on a low elevation down the road a little bit so it can't sweep upward.
Tell them.
That's what they're saying, you know.
So you know billet. The sewage plant no billet.
Well, based on my understanding, they know no sewage plant not completed as yet. I am sure about that.
But let me ask you
and
a
it has been
question.
a big debate
Let
in
me
the
ask
local state.
Let me ask you a question, Willie. Did the plan for this urban center come to the municipal corporation?
Yes, it did come to the municipal in our fairness.
It did come. And
yes.
And the plan for the sewage came as well?
Well, I wasn't in at the time, you know. So, and I'm not the technical person, so I don't want to be too specific on it. But I say to you again, and in all respect to the soup and the steam at the time and all of that, you have to remember, it was a central government project.
Yes.
You can't even say nothing about this project. I tell you. I don't know the ground is no corner. We know the labor right in school. Any super object or nothing, they get transferred the next morning.
Wait a second. Any super object? Them send them away.
What objects or something like that, I go the next morning. Tell me, see how we have a problem with it, I go the next morning.
Tell them. Hey.
We know that after the money half away. Any planner, what object I will leave.
Abraham Thomas is saying 2 rivers meet right there. Belvedere and the Morant River.
Yes.
My God.
No. We're the urban center, you know. If you dig 6 feet, you're going to need water.
Wow.
What?
So hold on. So the urban center is swamp.
No, man, it's not a swamp, man, but it's a high water table.
Oh.
6 feet? Wait a minute. If you dig 6 feet at the urban center, you're going to meet water? So, ladies and gentlemen, to avoid pollution of our fresh water, you would think that these guys would plan in such a way that they think about how they're going to make the sewage situation first. Wow.
Oh, and you said the largest body of fresh water.
Fresh water, yeah, man.
The right this up. Because water commission have something right there.
It's there. It has to be there. It wouldn't have that. We suffer for water. And that's why the biggest body of fresh water.
So you're saying a whole heap of portable water is right at that spot?
Yes.
So they cannot build a sewage plant over there then?
Well, as I said, when I questioned it, I was asked that they're going to be maybe more also to do anything with this thing. But what that is a plane. I mean, I don't know whether that's going here. I'm saying that's flat land.
Yes.
It's a sprinting plane. So I don't understand. What that was flat to me.
You know, so this something just come to me a while ago. I wonder if this urban center is going to become another Cornwall Regional Hospital. Only for the same playbook them around. Because this sewage plant no look like it got able to make, you know. And even if it able to make, it look like a so high technical, high expensive thing them have to put together to avoid polluting those water wells, you know. What the man I talk about, you know. People want to think. Hey. Me tell them to say worse than what to think, you know. It's worse than what we think. This thing is not normal. In DG, we say highly possible. They can't dig. At 6 foot, the man saying, listen to me. I am preferencing my argument based off what is being said. And the preference is, if what is being said by Hubert Williams is true, this is my thought process. I am asking the question, will this project that Andrew Onis cut ribbon for, that don't have no sewage plant, will this project become another what the hospital name down Mobile? Cornwall Regional Hospital. What do you think? Mighty God, we need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right them. We're tired of the green people. We are suffer. We need you, Lord. We need you. Help. Help. My God. No, sir. Wow. That one is not normal. That one is not normal. None at all. It's not normal. It's a waste of time, not true? Jesus Christ. Hey, man, if wicked are still there. Yeah, man, you have some special type of wicked here, man. Anyway, let's hear more.
So I don't understand. You will have to flattery.
Hey. So what they might have to do is build a sewage plant somewhere far and pump it, go there.
Pump it. Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, maintenance again. We have a maintenance problem at Jamaica. And that's why we have a problem with all those.
And that will take a while to build.
Yes.
That don't build in a day.
Want to hear that?
But Mr. Bell, who wants to want something, you know? I'm going to care who best about it. They said, me build my private house and my private business place. I don't think it's the Prime Minister duty to come and cut a ribbon for me going there, you know. So if this thing here, built by private investors, you know, and it's not a loan to the government, you know. The Prime Minister deceived the country by coming out of a gun break and government that spend much money and a cut ribbon. I mean, the people at St. Thomas believe that it's a gift from the government of Jamaica. It can't be private owners who own this thing here and make the decision. And at the same time, taxpayer dollars are fund gun breaking and all these things. It can't make no sense to me.
For real, man.
How much are we getting the Prime Minister to come cut ribbon when we are working on business place?
Well, you have to go invite him, will he? He might come. Right now, like, he want to cut every ribbon right now, so any business place I work now, he will come.
The reason why I'm inviting now, I don't think he's going to add any value.
Tell her.
Hey, we can't go there.
Invite Marky G. He have more credibility and value right now.
And in closing,
yes,
Jamaicans need to stand up for what is right. Because when we hear people ask, and only a few, if this place is not more comfortable than the place that we have. Yes, it will be kind of a new place.
Yeah.
But is it worth it? Can we afford it?
But
so we
really,
all know that we drive a prober. We know the one Benz more comfortable, have more features, but can we afford the Benz? And who driving the Benz more than the Bentley and the Lamborghini would be more comfortable, have more feature, but can we afford it?
No, but you might sit down in the Benz and not comfortable because every second a bank when call you, somebody calling you for where you owe them. So how can you be comfortable when you have all this price tag on top of your head?
So,
really?
This is just a sad day for St. Thomas. It's a sad period, rather.
Yes.
And we have been betrayed by the people that we're supposed to trust.
Yeah.
And you know what is sad? Our member of parliament, one of them put it on his vehicle, put the backdrop on his vehicle of the urban center, and he can't talk about the road anymore. Because the road is so deported. People is annoyed by the road. If you come to St. Thomas now, it's 2 miles, it's totally done up. If you go down Pan side, it's just bad what we have as a highway. And because of greed, people take miles when we have been playing at it and use absorption because they have it on the land. And the empty know about that. And when I see both about the urban center, I didn't know that the government build the urban center.
Raping the country.
And the government build the urban center. And when they ask him about the rent, he say, don't know nothing about it. He don't know nothing. Come on, man.
Well, guess what,
Billy? I'm bragging about this thing.
Guess
and when they're going to answer the serious question, the pertinent question, you know nothing about it.
The whole world know about it now. The whole world know about it now, my brother. Give thanks and wish you all the best. We talk again.
Thank you very much.
Former Mayor.
Thank you for having me as well.
Yeah, man. Former Mayor of Morant Bay, Councillor of the White Horses Division, and the next Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas.
Wow.
This. So I see somebody in the chat room say a while ago, how much
Sassy,
more of
what's
this
up?
the people of Jamaica can endure. What a deception. $10.3 million.
Jesus.
And I hear say the courthouse is at highly sum. And the ball.
What? I don't know, brother. I don't know, but you know, something are going on. Something is happening. Wow. So hold on there. Andre, you don't want to talk show today. Andre take a day off. I don't wrong him. I don't wrong him. This work is very, very
her student
time consuming.
to steal $4 million from her parents. First.
Well, let me try find one part of this thing. I think of the hunger video I never timestamp. Hunger video I never timestamp. Yeah, that one them timestamp in the comment section.
Ishmael and Isaac.
Oh, Ishmael and Isaac did the punish.
Out!
About the safety of skill.
Wait.
That's it.
It's a tape. Guys on a rape. Who that? Runnies? Runnies say?
You know the thing about you? You
him don't do a
fail to
Saturday
develop
day
your
show.
arguments
Okay.
before you come with your final submission.
Well, I'm gonna take 2 days for myself,
Vietnam
you know.
man. You see the way how you develop the argument there just a while ago. If you develop the argument there and give context before you come with that submission there, people would have said, boy, sir, your argument's strong. But you come about you that set up GoFundMe like that.
Sectors, especially healthcare and education, triggering calls for a strategy.
In Guyana, we have had similar issues, and
hold up.
This commercial break.
Yeah, man, this a wrong show I go on, man. This a show, yeah, man.
I like, and
wrong show.
The bread $500, $600 Jamaica. This is extremism. Where's the level of protection for the people? Where's the level of protection for the natives?
What protection?
The natives are you and I.
Yes.
The natives are you and I. I never called you a Negro. I said natives. The natives are the people who are born on the land. The Jamaican people, you are the natives.
So what is wrong with Negro?
There is no protection of you. There's protection of the Chinese.
Of course.
There's protection of the Indians.
Of course.
There's the protection of the Europeans.
Yes.
There's protection of the Americans.
Yes. No,
but there's no protection of the natives.
None.
Think about that tonight. And so many of us want to leave this place that will tell lies and will deceive other countries. Jamaica is now the highest in the Caribbean for the denial of Canadian visas. Mighty God. More Jamaicans are flagged for misrepresentation, means they're going to tell lie on the visa application, than any other CARICOM country in the region.
That's sad.
You heard that? Jamaicans are flagged. So that means that most Jamaicans trying to enter Canada can't go. Thank God for me honesty, Jesus. Thank God for me honesty. So I could have gone to a first world country. What is supposed to say, oh, Canada nice and Canada clean? Are you going to there with me next year, Courtney, in Jesus' name? You come with me next year, Courtney. You come with me next year, and we're going to mash up Canada in a good way.
I will be there. Hey, I want to know. You see, Andre.
Right hand there, you mean the left hand?
Hey,
yeah.
I want to get Andre. Andre have a good heart, you know. Yeah, man, I know it's a youth have a good heart. Me is a man we analyze people. It's a youth have a good heart. He miserable, you know. If you notice how he man sit there move. But you see, there are some people where you know where you have to just understand them. Nobody paid in the man is them. They don't mean a thing. You understand what I say? They don't mean a thing. They just miserable, so they stay. Andre a good youth, man. Andre a good youth. A good youth, man. I tell you. Good youth. Yeah, man say, yeah, I come to Canada with me next year. In the name of Jesus. So you mean, I love that. Upliftment. Growth. Progress. You understand? You have to clear everything, you know. Right now, me I claim certain travelings too. Yeah, man. You know, the spirit has been knocking at me about traveling. And my final warning was when a very important person in my life looked at me and asked me, so you're not going to deal with that? I look upon them and say, you know, so you're not going to ask me that again? I'm not going to let you come back to Jamaica and ask me that. So, you know where you go. Pray for me. In Jesus' name, all shall be worked out. You understand? That is it.
Hey, right and left. The right was there, so the left up there the next time. And ain't no stopping me now. On the move. Hey, you think I want this attack, but nobody can trip my pride. Nobody can slow me down. Oh, you got to keep on moving. Nobody gonna take that time. Nobody gonna take. Yeah, Jamaica, put up the Canada flag for me.
Yeah.
If Jamaica is to grow,
no, sir.
Coldness and the JLP must go.
A true man.
That is a reality tonight, Jamaica.
That are the facts about it.
That is your reality tonight.
That is the facts. They
that
got to
you
go.
Want to grow and go.
Yeah, man, they must go, man.
Must go. And they must go, Jamaica. Because every entity in this country, you remember FY said away last night, if this is happening at JUTC, just imagine what is happening at the NHT.
Hey! I walk one.
Order in the court!
I walk one at NHT.
Order in the court! Yeah, you know what I said, Jamaica?
Oh, yes. Yes, me read that story at the NHT
and
the microscope. Yes.
It's a NHF.
Let me hear Andrea say about this.
Imagine if this is happening at JUTC. The National Housing Trust and the National Health Fund. All I can say to you tonight, Jamaica, if this isn't another reason why you feel ball out, if this isn't another reason to ball out,
ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament, shift the election, shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament.
Jamaica. The Auditor General now has the National Housing Trust under her microscope. The Auditor General now has, I'm going to say it again, Office of the Prime Minister. The Auditor General now has another agency in the Office of the Prime Minister under her microscope. I'm going to say it again. The Auditor General now has. But you know what is interesting? It would come under the microscope because the NHT money is tied up in SSL.
Rotted.
Millions of NHT money tied up in SSL. Is that a fact? Yes, it is. People cannot get them house. Many skullduggeries happening in the NHT that needs to be unfolded. So Pamela Monroe Ellis has decided to go and to see what is happening. And I can tell you, even before the investigations are through, I can tell you, Jamaica, even before the investigations are through, the outcome will not look pretty. The outcome, Courtney, will not look pretty, Jamaica.
Not look good.
The outcome not going to look good. You know why it can't look good? You see where too much rat dig hole? You see where too much rat dig hole, Jamaica? Problem. And such man dig plenty hole at NHT, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe? I want you to tell me something. In your lifetime, I'm around for 33 years. Have you ever heard the NHT coming under this level of scrutiny?
Nope. No. Not under
the NHT has always maintained being one of the most reputable organizations.
Yes, true. True.
I'm going to ask again. Have you ever heard the NHT coming under scrutiny by the Auditor General?
Never.
And then what they're going to say is this is an attack on the Prime Minister. What they're going to say is bad mind the Auditor General, bad mind him. And the Auditor... No, have you ever heard? It has always had a history of being reputable and profitable.
True,
They've
man.
even mashed down the NHT now, you know.
Yeah. In the last 9 years, they mashed it
Can you imagine? Michael Manley's dream. The Michael Manley dream of poor people owning homes in this country. Shattered! Broken! People can't get them returns on time. People can't get them lots and lands. People cannot get them titles. People can't get the keys to them homes. Many homes unfinished. Many estates, many of these developments unfinished. No sewer not in. No lines not in the proper way. What is happening at the NHT? Let us pray for the Auditor General. Let us pray for the Auditor General Jamaica. And the Auditor General need to check our trust as well. And Birdie say, Andre, tell them check our trust as well. The organization is a feeding tree for them skullduggery. But I can tell you, Jamaica, that something is totally off at the NHT. And I put my trust in the Auditor General that she go and nab them once more before the election. NHT, I'm sorry she never have a report before the election. I'm sorry, Jamaica. Too much now, Jamaica. Too much now. Just as how them dissolve the parliament and put parliament to a recess. Just because them never want the Integrity Commission report to be released.
They're too terrible, man.
Let me take a nap break now, Jamaica. Don't go anywhere. Because I'm going to discuss tonight what is happening at the Integrity Commission. I'm going to be discussing tonight, Jamaica, in details. What?
Yes. That more are you about. That more are you about. That more are you about. You never get to listen to this. That more are you about. Hey, man, busy now?
Welcome back, Jamaica. Welcome back. What is happening at the FID? Why they are so adamant that they don't want us to find out the details of what is happening at the FID.
Good question.
There's something happening at the FIDS, the Office of the Financial Division. Listen to what Deion Jackson explained today, Jamaica. And then I'm going to come back. Listen to what Deion Jackson explained today. And then I'm going to come back. And then we're going to get into why there are so many gags. Why is so much information not being released to the public about Dennis the Menace? Listen to this today, Jamaica.
Check out the first video I did on the problem with the appointment of Chartered Accountant Dennis Chung as Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigations Division. And let me say again, this is a process issue. It's not a personal issue. I'm really sorry it's Mr. Chung that's caught up in this mess because he's a professional. He's always come across as a decent person. But there are some process and governance issues here that the government needs to deal with. There are questions the government needs to answer. And so far, they aren't doing that. So a reminder of how we got here. The Office of the Services Commission put out an ad in the Gleaner in November 2024 advertising the post of Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigations Division. The criteria included 12 years law enforcement experience. The job we now know was offered to former Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, who recently retired from the police. But Mr. Bailey is now in the Turks and Caicos Islands as police commissioner earning us money. So he said thanks, but no thanks. So they advertised the job again 2 months later in January 2025. Bam! Took out the law enforcement experience requirement, replaced it with senior managerial experience, and gave the job to Mr. Chung. And the question was, is somebody with his particular qualifications the best person to head a critical elite agency that deals with financial crime? The appointment also raised some eyebrows because of comments Mr. Chung had made. He was raising concerns about an Integrity Commission report, raising concerns about Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations. And that report is now with the Financial Investigations Division, the very division Mr. Chung is heading, and they're supposed to decide what, if anything, to do with it. And I explained in my first video what the issues are with that. So let's break down what's happened since. Now, the Gleaner told us that the Office of Services Commission refused most of the Access to Information Act requests they made. They were asking for documents to do with the appointment. Now, they did get a master score sheet for all the applicants. We're told the top candidate, which I guess we assume is Fitz Bailey, scored 87.6%. The other candidates scored 74.5%, 72.4%, and 59.5%. Now, what that tells us is that the second place candidate with 74.5% wasn't considered good enough to get the job. The thing is, though, without something like a rubric, so we know how they were scoring, this doesn't tell us a whole lot. Was there some kind of cutoff point, like 75% or 80% below which they wouldn't hire anybody? If it's 75%, then couldn't they just push up the 74.5% to 75? I'm just saying there's a lot we don't know here. Now, the Gleaner said that the Solicitor General confirmed that other official documents were identified in relation to what the Gleaner wanted to know, but said those documents were exempt from disclosure under the Access to Information Act law and will therefore not be disclosed. And the Gleaner was told the documents wouldn't be disclosed because it would constitute a breach of confidence, and also it would involve unreasonable disclosure of information relating to somebody. Now have a look at what the Gleaner was asking for and what was denied, and let's talk about that bit by bit. The Gleaner emailed questions to the Office of the Services Commissions on May 29. They wanted to know the reasons why the requirement for law enforcement experience was removed from the second ad. That was denied. Now tell me something. Why the public can't know why you changed the requirements for the job, especially an important job like this? The Gleaner asked who gave the instruction for that requirement, for the law enforcement requirement to be removed from the second ad. That was denied. And again, I'm going to ask why we can't know that. So the Gleaner asked as well, how many candidates were shortlisted after the first ad? That was denied. Now we're really getting ridiculous with the denials, right? Why we can't know that? The Gleaner asked, kindly disclose why none of the shortlisted candidates were selected. That was denied. I'm just going to say here, LOL. Kindly disclose how many candidates were shortlisted after the second ad. That was denied. LOL again. Look, the man, those questions are not unreasonable questions. The Gleaner has a right to the answers, and so does the public. Now, look, them not have to tell with people personal information. As the Gleaner said, they can say we shortlisted 5 applicants after the second ad. That's an answer to the question. They don't have to tell us the personal information of the 5 people. Not answering such a basic question makes it look as if you do have something to hide. Honestly, it makes it look as if you never shortlist anybody. It make it look like, say, you just put out the ad and then you handed the job to Mr. Chung as a gift wrapped. I'm not saying that's what happened. I am saying when you don't answer such a basic and innocuous question, it makes it look as if something funny went on. I said in my first video, this was not a robust search for the person to head the FID, and I maintain that, having seen everything that has happened since then, right? You don't just put out one ad, you don't get your first choice because the person has another option, and then your reaction after that is then to change a critical element of the job description, put out a second ad 2 months later, and then go with somebody who doesn't have some of the qualifications that you had advertised in the first ad. Sure, things can be changed, search it.
Jamaica.
This is how the Office of the Services Commission is operating in the country. Mom is the word Courtney. Mom is the word Jamaica. Mom is the word because the Emperor of Jamaica tell them if they open up their mouth, they will be fired. Mom is the word. Sit here, Jamaica. Sit. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You are not permitted to speak. They have been mummified. Shut up. If you ever dare open your mouth, Eleanor, Shira. If you dare open your mouth. If you dare open your mouth. The two persons who interviewed Dennis Chung. If you dare open your mouth. Those are the sentiments of the Prime Minister to them. Those are the sentiments. The questions Gleena asked are simple questions that could have been granted answers. What is the purpose of the Access to Information Act? What is the purpose of the Access to Information Act when everyone is under a gag order? Nationwide no say the Integrity Commission under a gag order. And Nationwide went to the Integrity Commission today. Listen to what Nationwide did to the Integrity Commission. Let's look at the provocation. Look at the provocation, Jamaica.
Transport Minister Daryl Vaz is rubbishing claims the government. The Integrity Commission has refused to release the findings of a multi-million-dollar international audit it commissioned into the financial affairs of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. The anti-corruption body has also refused to confirm whether it has closed its investigations into Dr. Holness's statutory declarations. The Commission has claimed the matters are now sub judice and the Integrity Commission Act bars it from responding. It was responding to a series of questions and an access to information request submitted by Nationwide News. Ricardo Brooks has the details.
In its 2024-2025 annual report at page 71, Appendix 1, the Integrity Commission notes that it has closed an investigation into Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness. The report says the investigation began in April 2023 and was closed in July of 2024. The probe is said to have lasted 338 days. No specificity was provided as to what the matter related to. So far as our news center could confirm, there is no other investigation in the public domain related to Prime Minister Andrew Holness except the probe launched into his declarations. In that probe, the Commission's Director of Investigation, Kevon Stevenson, recommended that an assessment be done as to whether Holness had broken the law by making false statements in a statutory declaration. The Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince Kamika, declined to prosecute Holness, finding he had no criminal case to answer. Prince Kamika has since left the Commission after her contract was not renewed under controversial circumstances. Following widespread public speculation on the reference in the Commission's annual report, Nationwide News asked the Integrity Commission for clarity. On June 30, 2025, we wrote to the anti-corruption body posing a series of questions. Among them, we asked the Commission to clarify whether the referenced investigation related to the Prime Minister's statutory declarations, the same matter that had been referred to the Financial Investigation Division FID for further probing. We also asked if the cited investigation is in fact related to the statutory declarations, and if the Integrity Commission considers the investigation closed, why has it refused to certify the Prime Minister's declarations? Our news center also specifically asked the Commission's chairman, retired Justice Carol Lawrence Beswick, why the findings of the international audit into Holness's affairs have not been made public. We asked Justice Lawrence Beswick whether she believed the people of Jamaica have a right to know the audit's findings ahead of a general election. We further asked the Commission's chairman whether she would commit to making the findings public. We also asked the chairman how Jamaicans should view the work of the Commission, considering the billions in funding it receives, a closed investigation, and no certification of the Prime Minister's declarations. Our news center also submitted 2 requests under the Access to Information Act. Firstly, we requested all documents and reports submitted and prepared by all auditors engaged by the Commission to review the finances of Dr. Andrew Holness. We also requested all documents or minutes related to meetings of the Commission's Information and Complaints Committee for the period 2021 to 2024, at which the statutory declarations of Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Opposition Leader Mark Golding were discussed and decisions taken on certification or non-certification. On July 10, 2025, the Commission responded. In a terse 2-paragraph response, the Commissioners and Directors declined to answer all the questions and refused to honor the Access to Information requests. According to the Commission, the investigation into Dr. Andrew Holness is before the courts and therefore, the Commission cannot discuss the matter. The anti-corruption body also refused to provide the requested documents related to the international audit's findings. The Commission says while it acknowledges the provisions of the Access to Information Act, it is constrained by Section 56 of the Integrity Commission Act. That section imposes a requirement of confidentiality regarding information, documents, statutory declarations, and government contracts. It is unclear whether that provision of the Act continues to govern a matter that is considered closed and a report submitted and tabled in Parliament. Along with Section 53 of the Act, Section 56 is considered a gag clause. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has publicly stated that he is being unfairly targeted by the Commission. He has challenged several key findings in court. That matter will be heard in October. Ricardo Brooks for Nationwide News.
Transport Minister Daryl Vaz.
Jamaica. Courtney.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, provocation is a thing, you know. Provocation is a thing. Ricardo Brooks. Who set you up to this? Ricardo Brooks, you know the Integrity Commission is under a gag order. You know the Integrity Commission is in court with the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Why then would you write requesting the Integrity Commission? What would have made nationwide special for the Integrity Commission? Oh, court, you don't know where I'm going. Typically, nationwide normally has the report.
Yes. Typically.
You don't see what is happening in Jamaica, but
Hold on, them people, sorry. Yo. How are you there?
see what is happening in Jamaica, ball out.
Yeah.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
300% pay.
Jamaica, you know, understand. Cliff and Dirty Matty Jerry and Ricardo don't have access to the risk. What can go? So what is happening? Them a nitpick, them a fish, them a fine.
Yes.
Them a swing, them a rock, them a pull.
We do everything.
Trying to find out what is in the latest report.
Yes.
If they knew what was in that report, Jamaica, it would have been flourished.
Yep.
But Jamaica,
they don't know.
They don't have them friend and company in our Integrity Commission no more.
Hey.
So them don't know the ruling, them don't know the submission.
Yes, Lord.
So they are in the dark, so them use access to information. Normally Jamaica, nationwide doesn't need to use access to information to find out anything because they have access to everything. Tell me if it's lie me they tell Jamaica.
It bad.
Tell me if it's lie me they tell tonight.
It bad.
Regular breaking news. This is George Davis reporting for Nationwide Live. It is understood that Prime Minister Andrew Holness is now in Dirty Matty Jerry. You lose the work done at Sports Max. Hey, in a few more months, Nationwide is. In a few more months, Courtney, you're going to see enough of them there on YouTube.
Time come. Some are got charged with corruption.
Yes, Jamaica. So they don't have access to the report. So they're using the Access to Information Act trying to ascertain what is in the report. The audit findings will be very interesting. And the Integrity Commission will release it in the... You hear them and say, you hear them and use... Don't you think the public needs to know before the election? what is in the report. Yes, the public needs to know. But nationwide not going to get access to it before. Ricardo, them make you set the rat trap, but I'm exposing the trap, Ricardo.
Wow.
They don't have access. Who believe they have access to the report? Had they had access to the report,
They would have released it, man.
Out.
They would have released it.
Just as how them say, oh, don't you remember how they had access to the report and could tell you how much bank account and how much active account and what integrity commission. But they don't have access to the audit, the international forensic audit. So because them don't know that audit Courtney, they're on the edge. You remember when business signal say Panny Quinty, Courtney. And that them over there do. Cliffy, Dirty Batty Jerry, Ricardo, not Quinty, but you're not getting the information. Cliffy, and I like the party them where you keep up. Bolo!
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
Such party where them swing it and quint it and them bubble up and juke up and you know Jamaica. Let me but the truth is, Jamaica.
No, you know, more answer this. More answer this, you know, you see, what Dean Jackson Miller just exposed is, I don't know, what else Jamaican people they need to hear? What else labor they need to hear? The man them is not trying to disclose no information about the appointment of Dennis Chung. Simple information like how much people was interviewed. It is my belief, ladies and gentlemen, that nobody was interviewed. He got the job because of who him know, and he's on assignment. Period. That is my belief. That is my belief. And you heard what Dean Jackson Miller said? They are allowing and feeding the belief, right, by not being transparent. But guess what? Them no business, because them cannot tell us the truth. They cannot tell us the truth because them know them in a Wally Pascal Duggery. Who that? Jacqueline Linda Wagwan, big up. Them know so them in a Wally Pascal Duggery, so they can't tell the truth. You understand?
Because they're in an oblivion. They are on the edge and they cannot, or they are not in a position where they can spin the narrative.
Hold on there, my people. Hold on there. 28 bank account, how much millions are passed through, how much of this and how much of that. And then the person that is supposed to continue the investigation at the FID is Dennis Chung. And the man them remove the main ingredient or requirement needed to get the job. Yo, man, I tell you. I don't know about nobody else, but it is quite clear to me what is happening. You understand? It is quite clear to me what is happening. And in an environment where, you know, them know say the Jamaican people and people overall don't trust the government. Right? Andrew Honest talked about transparency when he was just coming in and how he wouldn't sit down beside Mr. Richard Hazan because of the stuff that Mr. Richard Hazan, the incident with Mr. Richard Hazan and what he did. You know, building those stars for poor people by cutting corners where procedure is concerned. He wouldn't sit down in the same parliament with them. He called for the firing of the doctor when the 18 babies died in 3 months. But Christopher Tufton is still the Minister of Health. And you the people. Garbage truck set ablaze on old Brayton. Who would set a garbage truck on fire? What the hell? What is that? Doge Maitland. Maitland now one have a big family them in Jamaica. So why would they set ablaze a garbage truck in Portmore? I mean, hasn't there been issues with collecting garbage in Portmore? We had read that article yesterday. So that's an interesting story. Something gonna come up about that story there. You just watch. Something is going to come up about that story of that truck being set ablaze, because that look away. But anyway, one more thing me have to do and then back to the video. Sorry, forgive me, y'all. Thank you for your patience. And big up the people that has consistently been here listening to me for the last 2 hours. It's 2 hours? 2 hours and 20 minutes? You guys are the real MVPs. Because I don't think I'll be doing another live today on this Saturday here. So I just get over with everything. I have some videos I should be posting, but doing another live. I was going to carry my computer and cover the Women's Day thing for the People's National Party. But I'm just, I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. And today, while I was doing this, I just washed 2 something set of clothes while I was doing this. And I have some issues, that I've been dealing with at home. Where, maintenance is concerned, infrastructure and stuff like that. So it's been challenging.
Or they're not in a position where they can spin the narrative. And because they can't spin the narrative, Jamaica, it makes it uneasy for the Prime Minister.
Rough.
So there are only 3 persons who have access to that report outside of the Integrity Commission.
Who is that?
The Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, and the Clerk of the House.
Okay.
So the Speaker of the House has it.
The Speaker of the House has it.
That's Andrew's wife.
And remember, the Speaker is on no terms with her husband, allegedly. Therefore, is it making sense now?
Mighty God. Andrea, is
it making sense now?
No, sir. That one
so
tough.
None of them have access to the report in the media. And because they don't have access to the report, but I can tell you, Jamaica, Kevin Stevenson is a very smart young man. I've read up his profile. Kevin Stevenson wouldn't be asking for charges to be laid against the Prime Minister if he never had something further. The Prime Minister knows why he carried the Integrity Commission to court.
Of course you know.
The Prime Minister knows that the ugly truth that I know to Jamaica, remember I told you, in the middle of the night.
Who are them?
In the middle of the night. In the middle of the night. One by one. 2 by 2.
Yes.
3 by 3. They must come down.
Hey!
1 by 1.
Sing it again, yeah?
2 by 2.
That, hey?
3 by 3. They must come down.
Must come down in a Jesus' name. Hallelujah.
They're coming down, Jamaica.
Must come
But
down.
the Prime Minister doesn't know the second, the hour, the minute, the month.
Doesn't know. It doesn't control it. That must be scary for
They
him.
don't know the second, the minute, the hour, or the month that they'll be taken down. Because had the gag been removed, he could not be Prime Minister today. The entire government would have to be dissolved because had the gag been removed,
yes,
people of Jamaica, you and I would have lived to say to him, enough is enough. So don't be surprised or don't be alarmed. The report is coming out soon. And I looked today and I analyzed with some people. Potentially, he's going to drag the elections. You
could have told that.
So potentially Jamaica, the reports are to be tabled or will be tabled. And when they are tabled, Jamaica,
yes,
Bangarang, I go take them. Oh yes. I doubt it, Courtney. Having read this script, if he does not call it between now and the end of July, I don't see him
calling
the election.
No, how?
The Constitution. And based on what Ricardo Brooks said yesterday, the Constitution. What in say, Courtney? Constitutional elections are due for December. Something about that argument.
Yeah. Why them put that out?
Something about that argument.
Hey, me said me when I think about it. I'm talking about it on the PhD, you know.
So Ricardo, and the Parliament is on recess until September.
And in September it will dissolve. Everything will line up.
But I'm telling you, Jamaica, there is something is off. Why he's not calling the elections?
Of course.
Something is off in his war room. And a matter of fact, let me whisper something to you. He has kicked out several people out of the war room.
What?
Come here, Courtney.
A lie.
He has kicked out several people out of the war room.
What the hell you
Why do you think Idiot Amin is not surfacing anywhere these days? Idiot Amin has been kicked out of the war room.
What?
Admin. Yes. Idiot Amin.
A lie.
Kicked out of the war room. What can go so?
Is that one you're serious?
Yes. Kicked out.
Mighty God.
Kicked out, Courtney. Take out.
Wow.
The argument is that he is too strong to be looked at. That's why he's no longer speaking as the spokesperson for the party. You remember I used to keep the press conference them every week and
they're not like big people.
They say his image doesn't align with a new Labour Party.
My
this is
God.
what I talk about. Remember I told him Jamaica them go and take him up, use him and then park him?
Yep, you sure
That is what is happening with Idiot Amin.
Damn, son. How you feel?
Him just sit down in the Senate, but he can't do nothing more apart from that. But Jamaica, I'm telling you tonight that what I'm telling you is because they don't have access to the report, why they might use access to information. Let me take my final commercial break tonight and don't go anywhere, because I want to show you how foolish a criminal Daryl Vaz is.
Jamaican-born Dr. Everton Brown, toxicologist. is miraculous skincare treatment.
For what?
Not including the
Oh, go on, listen now. Well, I'm not getting no music, no sound. Yeah, I'm going to walk on now.
Dancing queen.
Damn. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Queen, give us vision. Less Street Parish. Give us vision. Less Street Parish. And they're a visionless couple. It's all about them. All about them. Give them 5 more years. We need 5 years to liberate the people of East Portland. We need just 5 years to do that. And every young person, every boy and every girl will have their true and see their true potential for what is to come. Then yeah, that the destructive element. That the destructive element. The man said today that it is better to have the old bus than buy new buses. Listen to what the man said today.
Andre, stop telling lie, Andre.
Listen to this.
No.
Transport Minister Daryl Vaz is rubbishing claims the government could have bought 100 brand new coasters for the money he used to procure 110 used buses from the United States. Ahiri Stewart has that story.
Nationwide News has seen the import licenses for 42 of the 110 buses being used for the government's rural school transportation program set to be launched in September. According to the documents, the cost of the buses being purchased by the ministry range from as high as $20,000 to as low as just under $10,000. In a statement on Wednesday, Transport Minister Daryl Vaz said part of the PNP's attack on the program involved the use of bloggers to raise doubt about the cost of the buses.
Hey, shut up!
Several bloggers have been posting documents purporting to show that the government could have bought brand new coaster buses for the $1.4 billion spent instead of the 110 buses to be procured for the program. One such document is an invoice for a 2026 Toyota Coaster bus. The discounted price on the pro forma invoice comes up to 12.4 million Jamaican dollars. But Minister Vaz says not only is the math wrong, but the premise of the calculation is also wrong. According to Minister Vaz, the $1.4 billion to be spent involves way more than just the cost of procuring the individual buses from the U.S.
$1.4 billion is the cost to buy these buses, pay inland freight, sea freight to get them to Jamaica, to retrofit them with the doors, refurbish them where needed, 1 year of spare parts, 1 year of a maintenance contract with the supplier to service the buses as was being done through the Department of Transport in the United States of America. It will also have the technology that is going to be required to make sure that the children are safe and that we can see them from the Ministry of Education and also the parents.
Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
President of the private.
So apparently, bloggers is a thing that according to them, the bloggers doing the work of the PNP trying to discredit. Well, Daryl Vaz, I'm one of the few who I'm taking you to class and school you because the truth be told, Daryl, when you look at the person or the company El Hydro Limited.
We're still live here.
El Hydro Limited doesn't have the permit
to
And
carry
even
used cars.
even the washing machine something I'm going with.
When the woman spoke
Water
last
come
night
through
to
it
Jamaica
by
and she
alcohol.
said, Andre, they are not
through
a
the-
used
come
car
up, pull it
dealer permitted. I went on the used car dealer website, you know, for it. I went on the used car
Yeah,
dealer
obviously
website
don't
Jamaica
turn
to
on
look to see whether or not El Hydro has
No,
permission to
That runs
import
in the machine.
used cars in the country. Bring up that for me now,
Come
please.
on, you can go check your turn up.
And I look for everyone that comes under E. You hear what you said? I look for everyone that comes out for E. And when I looked and I searched far and wide, I never find Elijah. I never locate Elijah Jamaica. See there. Dwayne Marazuka, DSW, Danville Walker, Dwayne Auto, DK, DWK, EA Big Deal, Easy Deal Auto, Ecclesian Auto, Effectual Auto, Epic Car Rental, Epic Motor, Epic Auto, Executive Motors Limited, Explorers Auto Imports Limited, Expressive Tours, Favors, that means from E now to F, you know. Favors Deal on Wheels, First Choice Auto, Flim and Flim, Frey Autos Motor, Freddy's Connection. No,
Yeah, right at the wash thing.
no sign in Jamaica. So how Elijah get the contract to carry in these buses? How Elijah get the contact and the contract?
Houseway.
You know, sister, them can't debunk the argument.
They can't debunk the argument.
You know, sister, them can't debunk the argument about the invoice.
Let me tell you what them do. They are gaslighting their crowd and telling them about PMP flaggers. We are independent minds that are thinking. Well, me can speak for myself and a few other flaggers. We are independent minds that are thinking and looking at the thing objectively. Brother, 14 between 10-year-old and 15-year-old bus is old. Those types of buses is old, sir. If you did, I see the argument that Daryl Vaz used a while ago. It's so kindergarten, because he's going to say that the 1.5 billion is to retrofit, is to carry through the freighter and all of these things. Okay, Daryl Vaz, if we took 150 new bus and send them through and clear them, the $1.4 billion could carry the 150 highest bus them out here to carry the pitty them go to school. Since as I want to get technical, it's still way more than you are carrying in, sir. That is 40,000 more buses that is going to serve the children and carry them to school safely. What are you talking about? Such a kindergarten argument. Like he must say something, but math is off, and a backstop of ours, in general call you. No, I see why you call the backstop of ours. Eh? You're not ready. Why you're not ready, brother? You're not ready. I don't know how to get position in a government. I am still questioning how some of these people got the job in government. When we hear their reason, I say, hold on. But me could have turned on a politician then, man. Me are not the brightest. Me are average. Average. We could have gone to university. You know? We could have gone to university and apply myself and, you know, and do one with a little thing. We could have applied myself. I'm not dunce. If I'm act dunce, I become I want to act dunce. Place, you know, time and place everything. It depends on the environment where you're now. You understand? But really and truly, in the core of me, I wonder about these people. Eh? The retrofitting the children at the doors. Buy the IS bus them, 150 of them, sir. And them come brand new. You have war about insurance. You have war about spare parts. You see how the money can be used differently. So when they come in and talking about PMP vloggers circling this and circling that and whatever. You just talk it. And the support of them and the JLP ma talk to you, he cannot talk to nobody sensible. Nobody sensible is receiving that kindergarten argument from Daryl Vaz. Unfreaking believable. Yo, he man piss me off that. You can't believe this. He man literally, Patricia, what you doing? He man piss me off. You know, so I never hear this. I never heard this. At first me I hear it. Right? Me just listen to this program from Andre. Oh my God. He said this someone here. Hey. No, sir. Yo, boy, you know, me I go play it back. But me not play it back right. But me I go back to what Daryl Vaz said. Because I need to talk about it.
You know, sister,
can't work.
The argument
No, this
about
is
the
serious. CW, what's up?
Why couldn't
Aneta
they
Spike,
get
big
Jamaica?
up.
New buses
And Ramsey,
from
hi.
Toyota Jamaica and give individual schools one bus
Exactly.
per school.
Exactly.
Especially for the schools that have high levels of absenteeism.
Exactly.
To back up what they're
Talk
doing.
up the things them, Andre.
There is no data to back up what they're doing.
Nothing.
No data to back
hey.
up what they're doing in Jamaica.
Father God, please free me from them people. Yeah. Please, me I beg you, Father God. Me I beg you. Please, free me from them people, yeah, Father God. No,
None, Jamaica.
When have you done so, brother?
See there. When you go and look at what substantive things now that Elijah does. See there. Elijah Limited. Jamaica, goods and services.
Chemical and them something.
Motor vehicle spares, used cars. So them have a used car under them titling. But they're not a part of the used car dealers to carry in the vehicles. So who then carry in the vehicles for them? Who carry in the vehicles for them, Courtney? Because if you don't have the license to carry in the vehicles, how then the vehicles come in?
That you want to know?
Danville Walker, explain that now.
Yes, me as a Danville Walker when we played earlier.
Industrial and construction and equipment, Bogle vehicle spare equipment, repairs and maintenance, chemical, petroleum products. Speak there, Lord Jesus.
And the building empty. The building empty to blow. Ever see it like that?
So people of Jamaica, if you were, him all talk about the landing, him cut the 12, the 1.4 include the landing. Landing not cost so much, Jamaica. Landing not cost so much. Especially when you're back. I want to ask you this.
Hey, may I tell you these guys are dangerous, man?
Why would a government go through a third party to carry buses on the island?
Tell me
Why
now.
the government never go from government
to government? Good question.
You know, hear my argument just a while ago. Why did the government not go government to government?
Simple. Cut out the middleman.
Why did the government not decide to eliminate the third party so that they could have get the buses at the rate to say 11,000, 10,000, the 20,000? Why? No, because somebody did have to near my food. Daryl did have to make somebody near my food.
Near my food government. Near my food culture.
Why them never got through U.S. government to the government of Jamaica and only say one of the strongest bilateral partners in the Caribbean? Didn't Holness government say that they're the strongest bilateral partners with the U.S. in the Caribbean?
Yeah.
How then them can't get the buses Courtney to come in? Government to government. If me and you are friends,
yes.
If me and you serve and have strong diplomatic relations,
yes.
If the Republicans are in and we are conservatives,
yes.
Remember, you know. Remember, the Republicans align to the Jamaica Labour Party. Not so Courtney.
Okay.
The Democrats align to the People's National Party. Not so Courtney. So if your friend and brother in power, how come you can't call your friend and brother and say, me need 110 bus? Make your government do the business through government and government. Setting doing the drilling of Quatney. They never go through government to government.
No.
You not see what is happening here?
Dangerous.
Daryl, tell the people now, man. Daryl, tell the people where they go on. Daryl, I know you love write cease and desist. You're going to write cease and desist to me now again, Daryl. Come here, wait for you from SSL and I don't hear nothing Quatney. Because the truth has no friends, Daryl Vaz. The truth is an offense. So, you know, sister, them not attacking invites them because them know Jamaica. Them know. But the US wouldn't have sold those buses to us.
They would have given us away.
The US wouldn't have sold those buses. The US would have given you those buses.
Yep. Because they don't value them.
The US wouldn't sell you them buses to Jamaica.
Come on now.
Remember, the US would not sell you a 15-year-old bus, you know. They would be in a position to say, let us give them. Let us give them. Tell me this time, I tell you. The US would not take up and go to all broke like that. They wouldn't make you buy them pupina there. But no, somebody in a corner decided that they needed to make a food of the Jamaican people. And because the whole of them shame and in them disgrace. Because the whole of them shame and in them disgrace. None of them talking about it. What a disgrace on the island, Jamaica.
Sad, man.
What a disgrace on the island. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Let me take my final commercial break, and when I come back, Jamaica, I open the phone lines for the people to talk to me tonight.
Boy, Patrick, what you deal with? This worse on the drill, Patrick. Andre, deal with them proper. Nah, lie. Deal with them proper, man. But people, they're gonna wrap it up this, you know. Yeah, man. They're gonna make a move. I just have to relax for this evening. I have some videos I'm gonna put out. But I really need to relax. Need to relax for this evening, so. When you look out for the video them, there are about 3 videos to put out for the rest of the evening. So when you look out for the video them here, yeah, I will share them in the group. If you're not a part of the WhatsApp group, feel free to hit me up on 1-876-451-6535. That's 1-876-451-6535, alright? Big up on yourself. The word is love. And remember to hit the like button going through the door. I have 60 plus of you here. I don't know how many of you did not hit the like button. But the like button is free, alright? Thank you. See you later. The word is love.